Hey guys, welcome back to ATZ Sports. Thank you for stopping by for another video. And in today's video, we are back with the predictions. And this time, we are going to predict for the first time ever in Indian Super League history the ISL qualifiers. Before, it was only the top four teams that were going to play in the semi-finals directly, but no, not anymore. Okay, we are having the top six, and there's a qualifiers before the actual semi-finals start. So today, I have with me Waylen Football. He's an amazing YouTuber. Also, link of his channels in the description down below. He makes amazing football content, so you can check it out. But for this video, he's with us, and he's going to give his thoughts and predictions for the upcoming qualifiers. So first of all, Waylen, welcome to the prediction.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. I
Yeah.
hope we can predict
So
good things
yes.
today.
So now first we have the two important matches. One is going to be Kerala Blasters and Bengaluru. Bengaluru at home. 8K Moon Bagan will take on Odisha. 8K Moon Bagan at home. So first we'll go with the big match out of both of these. The match that could be decided little more difficult to predict, and that is Bengaluru versus Kerala Blasters. So first of all, Velan, what are your thoughts about this match?
This match is really going to be one of the best matches, I think, in the playoffs if we go to see, because there's been a deep-rooted rivalry between both fan bases. On one side, you have Bengaluru, who have had a bad season at the start, but then suddenly under Simon Grayson, everything there suddenly clicked and they are on a winning streak and are unbeaten this year. And it's been nothing short of a miracle in my opinion. And on the contrary, we have Kerala, who are last year's finalists, who have done superbly well last season, but this season, under Ivan Vukomanovic, haven't reached the heights of last season. They have been good, but I think with a lot of injuries and a lot of problems also, like losing players like George Pereira Diaz and Alvaro Vasquez, and being very reliant on Adrian Luna. So yeah, let's see what happens.
Uh, yeah, that's obvious. Both of teams look interesting. I think the fact that Kerala Blasters have lost Putia is a big loss for them in the midfield department, especially. I believe so. Overall, Sandeep's also injury. Once I mean, he's out full season. Something big I feel that Kerala Blasters are lacking there. Leskovic is another player that Kerala Blasters are too reliant on in defense. I think the attack is decent compared to last season. Of course, it was amazing, but this season I think it's decent at best. I won't say it's horrible, but yeah, of course they're lacking the fact that Bangalore are in the top six, okay, and not just at six spot. Not they were in the last day fight. They ended up like did they end up fourth or fifth?
Bengaluru fourth in the table.
Yeah, fourth. So for a team that was like second last in the league, suddenly fourth in the table. Exceptional performance by them. As I said, Javi Hernandez, Roy Krishna, Siva, they have all started playing well, and that is one reason. So this is a tough match to predict overall. I really feel that on paper Bangalore should win, but since this is a qualifier, this is a knockout stage. Bangalore unbeaten entire season. I think Kerala Blasters can do some surprise, even though it's Bangalore home. So, what do you think? Who are going to be like the big players to watch out this match?
This match, I think we definitely have to talk about Adrian Luna because he's one of the most key players in the whole ISL. Even this season, he hasn't reached the heights of last season, but I think that's more to do with the players around him rather than himself because Adrian Luna has been absolutely key for Kerala Blasters throughout the league season. And I think in this match, he's going to be one of the star players. For Bengaluru, I think the star player in this game, I think this is just my bias towards what do you call Roy Krishna because I think Roy Krishna is one of those players which whenever you think about him in a way like he's not gonna perform, and whenever you don't put your eyes on him, I think that's the time where he always performs. And so for me, the key player in this match is Roy Krishna for Bengaluru.
Of course, Roy Krishna was considered like the best signing that Bangalore did. And the start of season, of course, he didn't deliver that much. In the Duran Cup, we saw some glimpses. But yeah, that was the big issue there. But overall, I think he has played well. Overall, he has played. He has come had a good comeback. I think Javi gives a good, that type of passing player that you need for help Krishna do the finishing. So overall, it's a good. So according to you, what's the score prediction?
Yeah, I think Bengaluru are gonna win this game because of the what you call the home advantage, especially at the Sri Kantirva Stadium. Which is always one of the stadiums in which any what you call away team always struggles at that stadium because of the amazing fans. And I don't see Bengaluru losing this game also because of the way Simon Grayson has lined up the team. Everything seems to be going on well. The defense seems to be solid. The attack with Siva Shakti and Roy Krishna and even Sunil Chetri of late seems to be blossoming. So I think Bengaluru are going to win this game in my opinion.
Yeah, what's the score you feel?
I think it's going to be 3-1 to Bengaluru, and I think Roy Krishna is going to score.
Fair prediction. I feel like it's going to be. It's not that Kerala Blasters are bad as such, but Bangalore are in such a great form. Feel it's going to be very difficult for Kerala Blasters to break through. I'm just going to predict 2-0 win for Bangalore. Not as a one-sided match, as I would say, but I would definitely say Bangalore are going to dominate the overall match. I think the only way Kerala Blasters can win this match is if somehow they, know the weakness of Bangalore, which till now so far no team has come to, got even near close to understand what a Bangalore's weakness is this season to like even come close to beat them. So it's going to be very tough overall. So mostly I think everyone is going to say Bangalore is going to win. Fair play to Kerala. Last season I think Kerala Blasters are way better than this season, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So they
100%.
said last season if they couldn't win, I doubt this season it would be that easy for them. So I think most people speak is going to be Bangalore going through. They will face Mumbai City then in the semi-finals leg, which we'll get to in a different prediction video. But now we'll talk about the second leg. I mean, not second leg, the second qualifiers. That is ATK Mohun Bagan versus Odisha. Again, a very interesting match. ATK Mohun Bagan, always the team who are set to win the ISL trophy with the biggest signings, the most money spent. Uh, Not underperforming as such, but not even performing good enough. You can say simple as that. ATK Mohun Bagan, they are doing well. Juan Fernando I feel is a good coach, but I think the players that he has doesn't go well. The fact that they sign so many attacking midfielders itself can tell you what is wrong in their foreign players policy here. And Odisha, the dark horses, I would like to say this season, from the start of the season, I've been saying that they were very good in the first half, second half, kind of okay, but over the second half of the season they have been little bit bad. They had to wait for Bangalore to defeat Goa. Otherwise, Goa was going to qualify and they would be going out. So, what are your thoughts on this game? Okay, Bangalore, not Bangalore, sorry, ATK Mohun Bagan versus Odisha.
Yeah, this game, is like one of those games in which we don't know who's actually going to win. There's no clear favorite going into the game because, on one side we do have ATK with a lot of star names, like if you go to see Hugo Bumu, and like many other players like Liston Colasso, Dimitri Petratos, Carl McHugh. I can just keep on naming players, but to be honest, we don't know who is going to perform on the given day because ATK Mohun Bagan are a team in which the system is not properly, laid down for the players, and John Ferrando hasn't done the best of jobs in managing this team, especially with what he's given. But on the contrary, we have Odisha also, a team which should have actually made the top six very easily, but somehow still failed in the end. And luckily, by a glimpse of a good performance by Bengaluru, they were able to make it into the playoffs. So this game is really really unpredictable.
What's your score prediction?
Well, I see personally, I do think ATK will make it through because of the star power they possess. So I think it's gonna be a close game. It's gonna be a very tight game. I think it's gonna be 1-0 to ATK Mohun Bagan with a goal contribution coming from Dimitri Petratos.
Any other star players you would say that matter in today that match?
I think Yugo Bumu would be very for ATK, and on Odisha's side, I think it's definitely gonna be Diego Mauricio because he's the only guy who I think is scoring goals right now for them.
Yeah. So my prediction is going to be somewhat same when you talk about how close the match is going to be. I'm going to say it's going to be a 1-1 draw in 90 minutes. Once again, I would say let's say Diego Vaichu obviously going to score for Odisha because he's like the only deadliest player that we can think about. I think he's always in the score sheet somehow or the other. So he's going to be one good player according to me. Now the second player for ATK Mohun Bagan who's going to score, I'll say Liston, even though he's overall not such a great season. I think he may try and get a redemption arc in this match. Well, it won't matter in the end because I believe that it will go to penalties and Yeah, Odisha are going to win it in the penalties. I feel so because somehow this ATK Mohun Bagan team, no matter how good they are, they always somehow, as you know, they say they slip. They slip when they should not be slipping, and I think penalties is a time when you can't expect anything. Anything can probably happen in a penalty shootout. So I'm going to say Odisha are going to go through, and I feel at least Odisha will face Hyderabad. For you, it's ATK Mohun Bagan facing Hyderabad in the other semi-finals, which will be very interesting, no matter which team. But it's good to see what happens. So yeah, interesting predictions. It's going to be very interesting. So thank you so much, Wayland, for coming in today's prediction video. It was very nice to hear your predictions and your thoughts about the qualifiers match. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Do like, share, subscribe. See you in more videos coming soon in the near future, of course. Goodbye. Take care. Stay safe.